Some athletes complain about the hotels they're put up in when they have to travel the world for competition. Jaxin Hoerter, on the other hand, lives in a camper with his mom, dad, and a dog. The 17-year-old Breckenridge local is now getting ready for the start of the competition season at the U.S. Grand Prix this week in Copper, and then it's on to the Dew Tour, and after that, the next Grand Prix in Snowmass. Competition season is never ending for skiers and snowboarders, especially in an Olympic season, and Hoerter is ready for the fun to begin. We talked with Hoerter on the eve of the Grand Prix to get his thoughts on everything from the early season halfpipe to living in a camper with mom, dad, and a dog.
Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93, and I am talking with Jaxin Hoerter right now. Jaxin, how you doing?
Doing great, Phil. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Well, I heard that you got out in the halfpipe today. Second day it's been open over at Copper. How is it feeling?
Pipe is pretty amazing right now, actually. For Copper first week or so, the team has done so well getting it ready for the Grand Prix, and it should be a great contest tomorrow.
Snow's not feeling too bad?
No, it's definitely feeling one of the best pipes I've ridden in the past few years.
I also understand that while you're here training and getting ready for some of the big contests coming up, you're just camping out on Tiger Road. How did that all come together?
A few years ago, my parents sold their house to kind of fund my way to get to these bigger competitions and hopefully the Olympics at some point. So we are living in a camper at Tiger Run full time. It's
you and mom and dad and
yeah, we got a dog.
Okay, great. What kind of camper?
It's I think 55-foot travel camper. So fifth wheel that we can pull behind the truck.
Gotcha. So you guys got a little space in there, but it's still not exactly like living at home with all the amenities of home. Maybe also the quiet of home.
Here and there it gets pretty small, but it's only like 200 square feet smaller than our house that we had before, so it's just a little downside from what we had.
Gotcha. Now, where are you from originally? Where did you guys pick up and move from?
I actually grew up in Breck. My parents are from Wisconsin and came out here probably 20 years ago, and then we've been here ever since.
So you're just basically living in the backyard is all you're doing, just living in a camper, just a little down the street.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure that it's been nice to finally get out on snow and get in the half pipe. How are you feeling? The very first contest of the season is coming up on Wednesday. So you're going to be out there in the pipe for the Grand Prix, right?
It's feeling pretty good. The skis are going good, so the pipe is good. We've only gotten about 5 hours of practice 6 hours of practice between the 2 days.
Okay.
But everybody's had about the same amount of practice, so it's definitely going to come down to who can go like the biggest with the most style. Maybe not the biggest tricks because we've had such little time in the pipe.
Yeah, so nobody's going to be throwing down the really crazy big, the stuff that we're going to be seeing come Olympic time maybe. It's going to be a little more conservative.
Yeah, it'll be a bit more like big styly, but also like the doubles that you can do naturally, like your natural spinning way, maybe not your unnatural spinning way. But yeah, it'll be a fun contest. Everybody's going to go big, have good style.
Great.
We'll see.
And then after that, it is right on to the next one, Dew Tour. And this year, you're going to be in Dew Tour. Have you been to Dew Tour before?
I've been in the Dew Tour, I think, 2 years ago. Like the year before, they did the team challenge, and that was my first ever. It was super cool. I'm hoping it's just as fun as last time.
Oh, very cool. But this year will be your first time going back since they kind of redid the format and switched things up a little bit.
Yep.
Well, this will also be your first year, like you said, back in a few seasons, which hopefully means you got some new tricks in the bag. What are you working on this season? What's going to separate you from everybody else in the field?
So a month ago, I was in South Bay, and I was working on some unnatural doubles. And it may come out, we'll see. But I'm one of like 10 in the world that has the potential to do back-to-back dub 12s.
Wow, that would be pretty impressive to see. Who else have you been watching or keeping an eye on to make sure that you're keeping up with their level? Who's going to be the tough competition this year?
Ooh, that's a tough one because everybody on the circuit's just good. They got their own style. They can do what they do. One big competitor would probably David Weiss. He's on fire right now. Aaron Blunt's doing really good. Alex Ferreira, Tornator Wallace, kind of those big names. And then we got Burke Irving, an up-and-comer from Winter Park.
Okay, local boy.
He's got a really good season last year, so he's going to be one to watch. And, yeah.
And then, of course, our very own Jaxin Hoerter.
Yeah.
Out there in the pipe as well. Well, Jaxin, best of luck to you on the first day of Grand Prix. What happens after this first day of Grand Prix?
It'll be Grand Prix, and then kind of, if I make finals, which will be great, finals will be on Friday. And then I think we got a few days off, and then right into Dew Tour, and then Aspen Snowmass for that next Grand Prix.
One after the other. Competition season has started, and with any luck, could potentially even be an alternate for the Olympics, maybe? How would that work?
I'd work pretty well. I mean, bit of tension's rising over there, but it'd be a great experience to go, just to have that experience under my belt. And maybe in the next Olympics, I'll be a top competitor, get up there as the starting athlete, not as an alternate.
Always, always. Never a rush when you know you can do just a little bit better, right?
Yep.
All right, Jaxin. Well, thanks for making time to talk. I appreciate it, and best of luck in the half pipe at the Grand Prix tomorrow.
Thank you.
You have a good one.
You too.